Steve Slayton to Pat White to Pat McAfee. They love their Mountaineers in Morgantown. And in a place known for yan dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on the winners of 3 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mountaineers offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
Man, it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position. You hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Miller wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Great job by the safety. You see safeties back in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, understanding where he's throwing the football. Great break, great interception.
Great place to start for this offense. To the ground with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Miller will go to the air. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
With the catch, it's Vaughn. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's White. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Leaves it with the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Miller wants to pass. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They want to run this quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Miller will go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Mountaineers in the hurry up.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Miller wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Finds a man on the right. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Lost to throw again. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the 1st down.
It's 1st down from the 11. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Trying play action. Under fire. And he's got it in the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch for this offense.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's in for a touchdown.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires deep on the run. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On his way from around the 50. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Gray. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grab behind the line. It's White. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Finds his man. It's Brown. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Makes a man miss. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And that one's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He'll be stopped behind the line again. Things going from bad to worse. Big deficit on the score. He'll take the deep shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return. The bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Miller will go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about how...
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Still on his feet at the 40. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. Keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. Now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
First and goal for the offense. Looking to the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Getting set for the point after. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all of them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Running game got stuffed on first down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Now this offense is back on the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Miller wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Red pass, it's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put
a shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're not able to hook.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same